World of Warcraft goal guides are lying to you by accident. They show one lucky hour, one perfect realm, or one farm before everyone else has copied it. In 2026, the players getting rich are not just farming harder. They are reading demand faster. This is the top 10 legit ways to make gold in WoW in 2026, built for midnight. Player housing, professions, crafting orders, delves, raids, and the auction house. No bots, no real money trading, no dupes, no exploit laundering. Just the economy the way actual players have to use it. The big idea is simple. Gold comes from panic, boredom, vanity, and convenience. Raiders panic before raid night. Collectors overpay for rare looks. Casual players buy convenience. Crafters pay for materials when they are one click away from profit. Your job is to stand where those four needs overlap. Number 10. The safe baseline is raw gold, weeklies, world content, and vendor income. This is not glamorous, but it matters because it gives you a floor. If you are starting broke, stop chasing million gold screenshots and build a weekly loop you can repeat without burning out. The loop is world quests with gold rewards, weekly caches, reputation or renown errands, callings when they exist, high-density outdoor content, and any activity where the payout is not dependent on another player buying from you. It is the opposite of viral. That is why it works when markets crash. The mistake is treating raw gold like the whole strategy. It is stable, but it has a ceiling. Use it to fund bags, deposits, profession tools, and first materials. Once you have a cushion, every other method on this list becomes less stressful because you are not panic selling at bad prices. Number 9.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Old world transmog, pets, toys, recipes, and legacy drops are the slowest money that still creates some of the biggest screenshots. The auction house does not care that an item dropped in an old dungeon. It cares whether one collector wants that exact look today. This method is not gold per hour in the normal sense. It is inventory over time. You run old raids and dungeons, list hundreds of items, relist patiently, and let rare taste find you. A boring item might never sell. A weird robe, weapon, recipe, pet, or crafting appearance can pay for the entire session. The rule is volume plus patience. Do not vendor everything because it looks ugly to you. Do not price every item like a lottery ticket either. Check region value, sale rate, and deposit cost. Transmog Gold is a shop, not a slot machine. Number 8. Current content BOEs. Rare drops, delves, and group farm drops are where the season can hand you a spike of money. When new raids, delves, and gearing systems are fresh, players pay for power, item level, appearances, profession materials, and anything that saves them time. This is the method where timing matters most. Early in a patch, a drop that upgrades someone can sell fast. Later, the same drop becomes normal. If you get a valuable BE or rare material, check the market before equipping it, mailing it to an alt, or undercutting by a huge amount. There's also a safety line here. If a farm looks like mobs are hyper-spawning in a broken way, if the group leader is asking people to abuse phasing, or if the method sounds like a bug before it sounds like gameplay, step back. Legit group farming is fine. Exploit chasing can destroy an account.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Number 7. Player housing changed the collector economy. Midnight makes decor, achievements, vendor pieces, crafted decorations, old world looks, and themed materials more important because players are not only dressing a character anymore, they are dressing a space. That means the buyer is different. A raider might buy a flask because they need it tonight. A housing player might buy a chair, banner, rug, painting trophy, old material, or reputation unlock because it completes a room. Vanity demand is not always logical, and that is exactly why it can be profitable. The practical play is to watch the categories connected to housing: decor rewards, profession-made decor, old instance drops, vendor pieces that can be resold where allowed, and materials used in popular decoration crafts. You are not trying to buy everything. You're looking for where supply is thin and desire is loud. Number 6. Skinning, cloth farms, cooking mats, fish, and mob density farms are the action player version of gold making. You go where creatures are dense, drops are useful, and your class can keep moving. This is best for players who hate staring at the auction house. In 2026, the value is not just the raw drop, it is what the drop becomes. Cloth becomes bags or cooldown crafts. Meat and fish become food. Leather becomes gear. profession accessories, or reagents. The best farm is the one feeding an active crafting chain, not the one with the prettiest YouTube title. Before you commit, test for 15 minutes. Track drops, check the auction house, subtract deposit risk, and ask whether the items actually sell on your region. If the farm depends on a perfect 5-man group and your group falls apart every pull,
That's it, man. Game over, man.
it is not your best farm. Number 5. Herbalism plus mining is still the cleanest beginner to intermediate gold engine. You fly a route, gather everything valuable, avoid overthinking, and sell into demand. It is simple, legal, and always connected to the heartbeat of a new season. The hidden skill is root discipline, to not wander randomly. Make loops through midnight zones, gather while you queue, use profession gear, spec into mounted gathering and perception, or finesse where it makes sense, and pay attention to which nodes create bottlenecks for the crafters on your realm. The best-selling windows are on weekly reset, raid nights, mythic plus push nights, and the first hours after people discover a new build or craft. Gathering is not just picking flowers and ore, it is delivering raw oxygen to every profession that is about to breathe fire. Number 4. Consumables are where small margins become serious gold because players buy them repeatedly. Flasks, potions, enchants, gems, Vantis-style effects when relevant, missives, contracts, oils, armor kits, food, and profession. Consumables are the products people replace every week. The trick is not crafting everything. The trick is crafting what disappears. Look at Raid and Mythic Plus habits. Look at what high-end players need after a reset, after a balance patch, and after a new best-in-slot list becomes popular. A thin margin on a fast-moving item can beat a huge margin on an item nobody buys. Use Craft Sim, Auctionator, trade skill master, or whatever tool you actually understand. The tool does not make the profit. The tool stops you from crafting blind. If your material cost is higher than the sale price after fees, you are not a goblin. You are a charity. Number 3. Crafting orders and recrafting services are where knowledge becomes customer service. The player with the best spreadsheet is not always the richest crafter. The richest crafter is often the one who answers fast, explains clearly, and can guarantee the quality the buyer needs. For gear crafting, the money is in specialization, profession skill, concentration, finishing reagents, and reputation. You pick a lane, become known for it, and advertise without spamming like a wall of noise. Rings, weapons, cloth pieces, embellishments, tools, and profession accessories can all become service businesses. The best time to watch orders is when players are in a hurry, before raids, after raids, before reset, and right after they earn the currency or spark that unlocks the craft. If someone just got the final piece they need, they do not want a lecture. They want a reliable crafter. Number 2. Concentration cooldowns, patron orders, and alt armies are the quiet engine behind a lot of 2026 gold. One character can make money. 10 prepared characters can turn small daily and weekly edges into a machine. This does not mean you need a second job inside WoW. It means building a short checklist. Log in, spend concentration where profit is real, use cooldown crafts, handle valuable patron orders, craft the items with strong margins, post cleanly, log out. The whole point is repeatable value with limited decision fatigue. The danger is scaling a bad plan. If one character loses gold crafting an item, 10 characters lose gold faster. Start with one profession pair. Prove the margin. Then add alts only when the process is boring, profitable, and measurable. Number 1. The strongest gold method in WoW is market timing on the auction house, not random flipping, not buying a stack because a video said it would go up. Real timing, understanding when demand arrives, when supply floods in, and when players misprice their impatience. Every market has a rhythm. Materials dip when farmers dump bags. Consumables rise before raid activity. Rare cosmetics move slowly but can spike when a creator shows them. Housing items shift when decorators chase a theme. Patch notes, resets, balance changes, and new guides all move gold before casual players notice. Your job is to become early, not reckless. Watch price history. Buy only what you can afford to hold. Respect deposits. Spread risk across categories. Never tie your entire bank to one rumor. The auction house rewards patience, but it punishes ego faster than any boss in the game. Here's the 2026 ranking in one line. If you are new, start with herbalism and mining, weeklies, and simple materials. If you are mid-level, add consumables, transmog, housing, and one crafting profession. If you are advanced, build crafting orders, concentration alts, and auction house timing. The people who lose gold usually make the same mistake.
Hasta la vista, baby.
They copy the visible farm after the profit is already moved. The people who win ask the better question. Who needs this item next? When will they need it? And how many other sellers are standing in the same doorway? So pick one low-risk method and one upside method. For example, gather while you play, then use the profits to build a crafting order specialty. Or run old content for collector inventory, then learn auction timing with only 10% of your bank. The point is not to do all 10 today. The point is to build a system. And finally, protect the account. Do not buy gold. Do not bot. Do not download shady automation tools. Do not chase dupes. Blizzard can replace gold-making opportunities every patch, but you cannot replace a banned account with a clever excuse. Real gold-making is boring enough to survive. If this helped, like and subscribe. OmegaVG will keep doing deep dives on MMO economies, retro secrets, speedruns, glitches, and the strange places games turn into history. The next gold rush is already forming. You just need to see it before the crowd does.